Hi, we're at the Nottingham International Film Festival. I'm delighted to be joined by Edwin Mullane, the director of Cleaner. Hi, tell us a little bit about the film, Edwin.
Sure, well thanks very much for having us. I'm delighted to be here in Nottingham for the screening. So Cleaner is a film that is written by Leslie Conroy, and myself and Leslie are part of a theatre company called the Core Ensemble. So we've worked together for a number of years, and Cleaner was actually an adaptation from a monologue that Leslie had written. So the monologue was it was adapted and then we shot during lockdown in Ireland, and Carolyn Bracken, who stars opposite Leslie, she's another member of the theatre company as well. So it was great that we were able to work together on the film, and it's been around the place in a few different countries to date, but we're delighted to be here in Nottingham and to be in the midst of the audience, seeing it on the big screen.
Fantastic. And where did sort of the idea for the film come from?
Sure. So I suppose we would have had a lot of conversations, myself and Leslie, about different scripts that we were working on and adapting. And when Leslie had this idea as a monologue, we straight away thought it was very interesting and something to adapt to a film, because there's two great roles there, first of all. And also there was a lot of different, although on the surface it might be about class, but we felt that there was a lot of different intricacies in her writing that led to lovely misunderstandings between the characters. And I think the more that we worked on the script and the more I worked with the actors on it, these different themes start to emerge that I hope are in the film. Anyway, we talked about them a lot, and some of them are kind of under the surface, but bubbling up through the film and through Leslie's wonderful script as well.
Yeah, so adapting it from a monologue, obviously with a monologue you're thinking continuous dialogue, continuous talking. This it's quite a quiet film, really. So how did that process work of sort of taking all the dialogue elements and turning that into a more visual, more moment-driven piece?
Yeah, I mean, and Leslie is a fine writer, but we spent a long time editing the script. So it was originally, I think, like three times the length. But through all that conversation and workshopping on the character, we realised actually we could get all that detail of the monologue in, but in quite a restrained way. And I think the conversations and the trust we had that we were working towards, something that moved us both and something that we felt was very powerful in the monologue, that we just had to try and distill that within the film. And essentially, I think, it's about connection and about how difficult that is in this modern world, and how tragic it is when we misunderstand each other, and the tragedy of friendships or relationships, and these friendships or relationships can be lost over misunderstanding. And I think that's tragic, and I suppose that's something that we tried to examine within the film as well.